This is Baggins. If you've seen any of our previous videos, I'm sure you've noticed that for the last 5 months, Baggins has needed a new rear tire.
Look at that, look at that.
Luckily for Baggins, Camp to Ride purchased 6 new tires for Singletrack Tire Shootout from our local shop, the Moto Shop here in Bend, Oregon. We're still testing these tires, more to come on that later. We picked names from a hat, and Baggins drew his first ever brand new tire. He drew the IRC VE33S.
I drew the VE33, so this is going to be the tire I'm running to replace this great 520 DC that has treated me so well over the past year.
So we went to the local trails to get his thoughts on the first ride with the new Freshie.
The tire didn't do good for you.
Tire sucks.
Oh my God. I don't have that commitment right now.
It's getting slicker and slicker. I'm actually impressed by it.
So we got my first real new tire on the bike. We got a VE33S. Been running takeoffs for pretty much since the day I bought the bike, and that was 4 years ago now. I got maybe 10 minutes on the tires that came on it, took them off, put used on there. Trusty 520 DC was put on. So we did put this tire on back in Jordan Creek. So I did get a little time out there with it. We're out here at our local spot in some mud and sandy stuff, so I was able to really use it. Tire did pretty damn good today. Granted, it was pretty slick out there. Some of those hills, they were still, slightly frozen, and just the slime on top. It was a spin city, which any tire you got, you're going to be running into that. So far, so good. I'm not totally changed over to the VE yet. Still a Shinko guy, like that 520, but so far I think I got about 10 hours in total on the tire. Yeah, it's holding up pretty well. I mean, 10 hours in, and it's still looking pretty new. You know, we're still got the dimples in there. Got a couple little gouges in it, but I would say that the tire did really great today. Once you got into like the good dirt and things like that, some of the hills, it did really well. But again, it was slimy and slippery out there. You were sliding around. So when you got to good dirt, it definitely hooked and did its job. But time will tell once we get some better weather and it dries up a little bit and it's not as soupy out here. Some of those trails, it was like you're in a mud bog. It's like you're down in Florida.
What are you doing?
That last trail, I swear there's 6 inches of water and mud in the trail. I mean, even just throughout today, there's sections of the trail that was super muddy. It felt like the rocks grew today. I was clipping rocks left and right with my foot pegs. I think they grew with all the rain that we got in the snow. I was the 4th guy up that hill. It's a little slick up there, and rear tire was sliding and lost balance. I fell into a dead tree, took that whole thing out, and my foot got pinned under the bike. Everyone else is sitting at the top, so just laid there and called for help.
That new tire let you down.
Chris finally came down to help pick the bike up, being I'm laying downhill. Pushing the bike up really wasn't working. He took a sweet old time. I worked up a leg cramp laying there.
Got into some rocks. I had to show the boys how to do a log, then showed them how not to do it.
Oh my God, dude.
I gave her some beans and sent it a little hard. It looks good. I'm sure it looks good.
Are you okay?
But that's how it goes. I'm a glutton for punishment,
Did you see that?
and I enjoy showing off. Stand up, look ahead, give her the beans. You gotta keep the balance. It's not as easy said as done. But give her hell. Second and everything. Second, hitting third, clutching a lot. You can't beat the JX8 in any kind of slippery and with a soft moose. Just way more traction. The profile of the tire conforms much better to the ground. The conforming tire is what gives you traction.
Had about dead legs all week. They started feeling better yesterday, and here we are abusing them again. So my legs clocked out pretty early today. Ended up resulting in being very lazy on the bike, making stupid mistakes, adding to the struggle bus.